some stuff I ordered in a Chinese site that recently has gone viral with pretty good makeup, and it's about ZEESEA. Can you pronounce it? ZEESEA? Yes, I see. So it's the brand name is ZEESEA, and I've seen multiple reviews of this cosmetic, and since I have very bad skin with multiple scars, discolorations, atrophic scars, wrinkles. I'm 40 years old, 42 to be honest, but we're doing that now. So what first caught my interest, and I still haven't received it, although I ordered it in Express, and what came is the not Express order placed 2 days later, when I decided, okay, let's try some more products when we have the chance. So I actually what I first ordered was a beautiful rouge and a palette called Alice in Wonderland in blue, in cooperation with the British Museum, which astounded me. How does a Chinese newborn cosmetic company come to cooperate with the British Museum? This is still something I haven't researched. And what I additionally ordered to this palette was also another mascara in cooperation with the British Museum. Packaging is gorgeous. It's a colorful mascara, here you can see it. A golden glitter, something that I don't own. Very sweet thing about the packaging is this cute little Alice in Wonderland picture. I'm trying to put it on. So it is not a mascara that would give you any other thing than an effect. And this is a gold glitter. Mascara on my eyelashes. Oh. Comes in a quite big, heavy packaging. Golden. Oh, what you cannot see on camera is this script here. This is a quote from Alice in Wonderland, and it says, "We are all mad here." I think it's a quote from the Mad Hatter. And actually here is a representation of a key, and here on the small build on the packaging is Alice with this curtain, where she opens the curtain and sees this small door she cannot open. I think everyone has read the story. So next what comes is the brush itself. Here it is a quite glittery mascara with a very, very glittery brush. I'm trying to focus it in, but I have to show pictures afterwards. So it's a very bristly brush. What it reminds me of is one of the mascaras, I think, the first company, but I'm not sure who launched a mascara with a brush of this type is Givenchy. Perhaps I'm wrong. Not always very careful if I'm going to use glitter or products as eye makeup. I do like them, but some of them I really don't recommend. Children, do not try this at home. It is very dangerous. In that case, I already tested it. I must say I didn't have it under my contact lens or somehow glitter falling from my eyelashes and finding its way under the eyelids, like some mascaras already can. Okay, I'm going to show first the packaging. That is a cushion foundation, and lovely packaging. It is from the Palace collection. Pegasus Psychedelic Velvet Light Air Cushion. So one good thing about this is there is a push button, and one can very lightly push it out and replace it with a refill. I haven't seen refills on their site yet, but perhaps there will be. So this is one way to spare plastic waste, or to have a nice mirror box after using the product up without having to carry an empty packaging. The mirror is also very good. So there are only 2 shades to purchase. What I'm lucky about is that I'm pretty fair skin tone, like not fair but light, and there is one shade 1 that is lighter and shade 2 that is a bit darker, and the best product of the whole thing. This is the primer. It is a big one. It is a heavy glass package, but it only contains 20 milliliter of it. Most European companies, in comparison, would be a 30 milliliter primer also. The cushion foundation is a standard 10 gram. So it looks like this. And like this, it's like although the packaging is this glowing pink, actually this glow belongs to the packaging. But when you rub this green on your hands, at first it looks horrific. It's horrific. It is, oh my god, why did I buy this? So, oh my god, why did I buy this? I have the experience that always when I'm buying makeup online, they seem to have too much rosy tone, even when they are put as neutrals. And even I have hit upon tones that claim to be warm, and they are rosy because they put the olive and yellow tones in the cold and the rosy tones in the warm. One always have to look exactly what one company means with their warm and cold before buying something they don't want to have. When I rub this in and prime my hand, this green mass transforms into a beautiful golden rose highlighting primer with very delicate coverage, but with a shimmer. I'm showing all this in daylight because I'm not usually used to go around in somewhat luminescence, but one can see it very clearly in comparison to my other normal hand. It has also a slight natural glow, but this is like the blood vessels, they are much less visible, and this is only the primer. It is also very sticky, the scent. It is, I don't think it is scented. With all these Chinese here, I cannot tell if there is somewhat hieroglyph here, kanji, that tells that it is perfume, but there are 2 or 3 ingredients that are listed in brackets, and they say that there are aloe barbadensis, Nimela alba, and Ganoderma lucidum, and I think these are 3 plants. Like every plant, when it gives oils or somewhat extracts, they can already give a smell. And this doesn't smell to me like perfume essence or something. Let's zoom my 2 hands and let's go. You can see here the blood vessels, and you can see the blood vessels here, how they are simply retouched. So I'm not showing it on my face, while with such a horrible skin type I can not possibly advertise any makeup, but I can later show you how this performs on a scary and scary skin. So this is what the cushion looks like after removing a seal. This is the seal itself. When you remove the seal, this is the cushion, this is the color, and it matches actually when you look at it, and this is a cushion so I take some product. The cushion is itself colored, so I cannot tell how it compares if it was a white cushion, but let's tap it into the skin. Like I've watched videos of Japanese and Chinese women making their makeup routine, and they always put this like on their fingers and press it, tap it onto the face. Let's tap it. We are tapping it in, and this is layer number 1. It's sheer gloomy, but it's sheer, but this gleam, this shimmer is not yet gone, and it's on in reality it shows like your skin, but lighter or luminized. Go into seconds, dip and tap. and it already has a massive coverage. Not like massive, but a middle coverage after repeating twice. And it's a bit lighter than my original like a skin tone, the powder. This again, the Palace series, and then is this thing, this gorgeous packaging. I first tried to twist it and twisted it and twisted it left and twisted it right, and I almost broke this beautiful animal here until I noticed a small sign, and it is this and this that doesn't need any language and means just pull upwards. And so I did, and it opened without a problem. There were just the directions were all it. I spent 10 minutes trying to break it. So when you hold the product on at this point, just hold it, open it, and again a very decent smell. Only a reminiscence of smell, nothing perfumed. And this also contains 3 herbs of somewhat Chinese kind that could be the reason that this is scented. And then I powder it off, and then it only smells like this, like when someone in the room is drinking green tea and you smell it from afar, but it is not your cup and it is not under your nose. You really have to try to scent it on a somewhat green flowers that are in a vase before you, but you are not covered in green flowers of any sort. Actually sets the foundation, but the glow, it is now difficult to see the glow on camera, and perhaps it is a good reason, because many people do not like to glow on camera. It doesn't give but a matte finish. It just puts the foundation and the primer into place, so they are not anymore sticky. Now it is a skin feeling, like almost like a clear washed skin. What I wouldn't do now is what I would do on my face, but I wouldn't do now, in order to see how it just goes on its own, is I'm not going to use a fixing spray, because fixing spray would moisturize again the powder and will just melt it. And the makeup will again become smearable and more movable, especially when it is on my hand. And exactly at this moment it is so fixed that when I'm going with my fingers over it, it doesn't brush off and it stays in place. So you can actually like kiss, touch people. Yeah, in Corona times not, but if your friend kisses you on the cheek, she or he wouldn't get your foundation all over their nose, if you know what I mean. So this was like my first impression of the brand. rate the primer extremely high. Why? For faces with scars, with a skin tone, but especially these atrophic scars, like 90% of the primers are bringing my scars really to look 3 times worse. And when you put foundation on it, it gets a little better. And when you put a setting powder to it, it gets a catastrophe, because again the setting powder has to be pressed and pressed and pressed to get even in every hole and indentation of yours.